construction is congruent angles. Congruent angles. So congruent angles would look like this. Two angles that have the same like opening here, degree measure, those would be congruent angles. The length of the ray doesn't really matter because these go on forever and ever. So the length of the rays don't have to be the same. It's the opening of the angle that needs to be the same. Okay. So this doesn't give us a lot of space to work with. So we're going to just start our first example right here. It says construct an angle congruent to this angle right here, angle A. So first step, and again, we're just following these instructions. It says draw a ray and label the endpoint D. So we're like drawing the bottom right of the angle. So I'm drawing a ray with my straight edge and labeling the endpoint D. Next step. Okay, next step is to put the compass on point A, and then it doesn't matter how open this is, you just have to make sure that when you draw an arc, it goes through both rays. So it doesn't matter what setting it's at, it just needs to cross both rays. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to draw an arc that crosses through both rays. And then using that same arc measurement, like just keep it as is, you put it on D and make the same arc and really exaggerate it so that way it has enough length for the next step. So I put it on A, we made an arc, then using the same length, put it on D and made the same arc. And then these intersections I'm going to label with points so that way it's easier to describe. Oh, I put D here, this should be E. Okay, then the next step is to measure the distance between B and C. So like put it at exactly that distance. Make a mark at point C. So I'm just measuring the distance between B and C, making a mark. And then using that same measurement, I'm going to put it on E and cross it with the arc. I measured the distance between B and C, made a mark, then put it on E, made the same mark. And then this intersection we're going to call F. And you can probably predict where we're going at this point. We're going to connect D to F. Okay, for number 2, same steps. We're going to start by drawing the bottom ray. Labeling the endpoint D. And then making an arc from A that passes through both of those rays. So you may have to adjust this a little bit, but mine seems to be at a good length. Made an arc from A, and then using the same measurement, I'm going to go for D as well. And just over exaggerating the arc, that way I can make sure it's long enough for all the points to fit. B, C, and E. Then the next step is to measure the distance between B and C. So adjust it so it's that length and make a mark on C. And then I'm going to go to E, using the same measurement, make a mark on that arc, like that. And this would be point F. and connecting our dots. We can say that angle CAB is congruent to angle FDE.